had former aides of yours, plenty of supporters of yours, say to me, he looks exhausted. And understandable, a lot going on. Yeah. This has not been a rough year. Are you exhausted?
You know, I actually feel energized about the opportunities that we've got. There are days where I'm not getting enough sleep because we got a lot on our plate. You know, when you're president of the United States, you're not just dealing with the United States. As we saw during the NATO summit, if there's a problem in Ukraine, we're the ones who are expected to mobilize the world's community to isolate Russia, put pressure, support Ukrainians, and to vindicate the principles of sovereignty and territorial integrity and freedom that we stand for. If there's a problem in the Middle East, the expectation is that we create the coalitions to deal with a problem like ISIL. If there's an issue in Africa around Ebola, we need to help mobilize that public health infrastructure. And so, you know, it's not just me, it's my staff also, that where, you know, our inbox gets pretty high.
Do you think you need to rotate? You think rotate some fresh ideas, some new people in here?
Well, no, actually, my folks are doing really well. But having said all that, despite all those challenges, it is invigorating to see how much U.S. leadership is still appreciated and still expected. You know, when I came back from Wales, I was reminded once again that not only is America the only indispensable nation, but we perhaps have never been more indispensable, and our leadership is making a difference, and that gives you a lot of satisfaction. That keeps you getting up, even if you haven't gotten as much sleep as you want.
I got asked that during that vacation. You made the statement on Foley. You went and golfed. Do you want that back?
You know, it is always a challenge when you're supposed to be on vacation. Because you're followed everywhere, and part of what I'd love is a vacation from
you want us to stop following
the press, and because
I promise you in 2.5 years.
Yeah,
I think that happens.
Because the possibility of a jarring contrast, given the world's news, is there's always going to be some tough news somewhere, is going to be there. But there's no doubt that after having talked to the families, where it was hard for me to hold back tears listening to the pain that they were going through. After the statement that I made, that, you know, I should have anticipated the optics. You know, that's part of the job, and you know, I think everybody who knows me, including I suspect the press, understands that you know, you take this stuff in, and it's serious business, and you care about it deeply. But part of this job is also the theater of it. Part of it is, you know, how are you?
You hate
how are you? Well, it's not something that that always comes naturally to me, but it matters, and I'm mindful of that. So the important thing is, in addition to that, is, am I getting the policies right? Am I protecting the American people? Am I doing what's necessary? And when it comes to the policies, when it comes to the actions we've taken, I have no higher priority than keeping the American people safe. I think I've done a very good job during the course of these last close to 6 years doing so, and I intend to continue to meet that responsibility and meet that duty for as long as I have the privilege of holding this office.